Hi, Bill.
Good evening. It is 7:06. Recognize that we have a full attendance of the Township Committee attending here in person. Committeeman Hickey, Committeewoman Moreski, Committeewoman Fernandez, and attending remote. Still on the disabled list is Committeeman Rosen. Welcome to the June 15, 2026. This is our regularly scheduled Township Committee meeting. Ms. Ray, may we please have the Open Public Meetings Act statement?
Yes, Mayor. Adequate notice of this meeting of the Township Committee was sent to the Courier News Somerville, Burnsville News Whippany, and to all subscribers, and posted on the Township of Bedminster's official website at www.bedminsternj.gov and at the Township Municipal Building on January 6, 2026.
Great. Thank you. Please join me in standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. As always, this is the time of the meeting that we open up the microphone, the Zoom session, public comment. Any member of the public wishing to ask a question, make a statement, has an opportunity to do so. As we say at every meeting, you're welcome to make those comments, ask those questions. You're not guaranteed of an answer. You're not guaranteed of a dialogue with the Township Committee, unless any committee member so engages. And while you're not guaranteed of an answer, you are certainly not getting a guarantee of an answer that you're going to like. TJ, nothing? No public comment? Okay. All right. Moving on. We have a special presentation and Chief Bernardo, I'm going to hand it over to you. Okay. But Chief, we're going to need you to put a microphone.
Thank you for giving us a few minutes. I appreciate it. So we're here to honor one of our officers for doing that steady job weeks ago. One of the most rewarding responsibilities I have as chief is recognizing the outstanding men and women who serve this army. Today we have the privilege of recognizing one of those individuals, Officer McCann. Officer McCann is not someone who seeks recognition. Truth be told, he'd probably rather be on patrol with the guys that stand here in front of us. Police officers do good work every single day. They respond to calls, they make arrests, solve problems, and they bring difficult situations to successful outcomes. But what occurred on May 14th was anything but routine. Officer McCann responded to a burglary in progress at a residence in Peapack Gladstone. Arriving first on scene, he encountered two suspects. He was alone and he was outnumbered. In that moment, he had to consider all of the unknowns. Would the suspects run? Would they fight? Were there additional suspects nearby? Were they armed? How quickly could the situation escalate? How quickly could it turn bad? Despite all of these uncertainties and risks, Officer McCann remained calm, decisive, and professional. And because of his actions, two suspects were taken into custody. A crime in progress was stopped, and most importantly, no one was injured. That was not luck. It was a product of training, courage, and an unwavering commitment to duty. As chief, there are moments that remind you why this profession is so rewarding. Moments when an officer rises to the occasion, performs under pressure, and represents our department with distinction and honor. And this is one of those moments. Officer McCann, today I want you to know how much we appreciate you and how much we're proud of you. You may not seek recognition and you may not be entirely comfortable receiving it, but that humility is one of the very qualities that makes you so deserving of it. On behalf of the Bedminster Township Police Department and the community we serve, it is my great honor to recognize your outstanding courage, your professionalism, and your performance. Congratulations on receiving the Bedminster Township Police Department. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your service and your bravery. No pictures?
Yeah, we need pictures.
Come on.
Awesome. Great job. Do you guys want to get in? Sure.
You want us?
Come on in. Me, maybe too, getting started.
You can Photoshop me in.
All right, that's great. Up here. Here we go. Awesome. Come
on, guys. Yeah.
And Dan. Boy, he looks just like you, Liam. Oh, it's so cute. It's cool. Yeah, it is.
I love his seersucker.
And it's. That's great. Thank you so much. Awesome.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah, why don't you do?
One more time.
That was my guess. You want to go there?
Here, I'll do it, Chief.
Did you,
That was great.
Nice.
You guys look awesome.
That's going in the paper.
Terrific.
That's you.
Awesome.
Thank
you.
you.
Congratulations.
Here's a cheek when you need them.
So nice.
All right, Angie, you have to follow that down. Good luck.
So thank you, Chief Bernardo, for giving that recognition to Officer McCann. It's certainly a great reminder that the dedication to the Bedminster community. There's another component to it, which is bravery. And while I certainly was not aware of any of those details, the way you described the situation certainly is an indication of what all our officers face every day, every night that they're on duty, providing service to our community. So thank you, Chief, for bringing this to our attention and for that sermon. So thank you. We have one set of meeting minutes to review and approve. That's the June 1, 2026 Township Committee meeting. Any comments or questions regarding the meeting minutes that have not already been provided to Ms. Ray? We now take a motion to approve the June 1, 2026 minutes.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
6 permits and raffles. Let's see, let's do the fireworks permit first. A fireworks permit for a fireworks display scheduled for July 1, 2026 at approximately 9:15 PM at Hamilton Farm Golf Club. Let's see.
So Mayor, this is the fireworks permit that we actually tabled at the last meeting. Chief Bernardo didn't have a chance, well, it was never sent to him for review. So I know the chief has reviewed it this time, as did our fire official who did approve it. I don't know, chief.
Here we go.
Okay. Duration?
I think it's 11 or 13 minutes. Hold on, I'll tell you exactly. Hold on one second. 13 minutes.
Okay. Any questions or comments from Township Committee regarding a fireworks permit for July 1? Seeing none, take a motion to approve that permit.
So moved.
So moved.
Nope.
Second.
Okay, I have Committeeman Hickey as a first and Committeewoman Fernandez as a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
So then the following five is a social fair permit to benefit Facility Concession Services LLC. That's for the Live Golf Tournament, August 6 to 9, 2026, from 6 a.m. to 11:30 p.m. at the Trump Golf Club. Then an on-premise 50/50 raffle to benefit Children's Specialized Hospital Foundation on August 24, 2026, from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Elbow. An on-premise merchandise raffle to benefit Children's Specialized Hospital Foundation on August 24, 2026, from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. at Fiddler's Elbow. And an on-premise 50/50 raffle to benefit the Timothy J. Piazza Memorial Foundation, Inc. on August 10, 2026, from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. at Fiddler's Elbow. And then an on-premise merchandise raffle to benefit the J. Piazza Memorial Foundation, Inc. on August 10, 2026, from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. at Fiddler's Elbow. Any questions or comments regarding those permits and raffles? So none, take motion to approve.
So
So
moved.
moved.
Second.
Okay, so I have Committeewoman Moreski with a first and Committeeman Rosen with a second.
Sure.
All in favor?
Aye.
And we will head over to monthly reports discussion by subcommittee chair. We'll start with the DL. Table list, that's Committeeman Rosen.
And probably about another 4 weeks to go on the DL. And then who knows what's going to happen. Thank you, Mayor. On the rec side, Camp Bedminster staff orientation is going to be on the 26th. Camp opens on the 29th, runs through August 7th. There's going to be 4 or 5 afternoon camps during that session. And we have approximately 115 to 125 campers. On the garden front, 172 plots are up and running. And per Neil, the reviews have been excellent for the garden so far. The dog park at Burnt Mills is nearing completion. We're just waiting to get some additional equipment in there, and an opening date will be announced shortly. On the fire department side, the department responded to 103 calls in April and May, and they hosted the 8th Department Tri-County Firematics competition this weekend. But our department did not participate as they were the host, but Bernardsville placed first out of the 8 teams. And that's all I have.
Thank you, Bill. Committeewoman Fernandez.
Thank you, Mayor. Well, I just have a DPW update for right now. So they've been working on the garden boxes. Lots and lots of, maintenance as far as the mowing. They're doing the mowing the sides of the roads, the lining the soccer fields, cutting the grass, grooming the ball fields. In addition, they set up the Field of Honor flags, which look amazing. And they've been working on the streetlights in Autumn Ridge. That's great. And just, grading of the dirt roads, applied calcium to the dirt roads, and, working on the equipment and the police cars. And that's all.
Okay, thank you. Committeewoman Moreski.
Good evening, Mayor. Good evening, everyone. Some dates to put in your calendar. I know everybody was excited about our styrofoam recycling earlier this year. We're having a follow-up. It's going to be on June 27th from 9 to 1 back in Miller Lane, and DPW is going to be helping. So save up your styrofoam. Later this year, just a little bit of a extra heads up, we're going to have the reptile night with the Environmental Commission, in case I missed that totally. It'll be back at the Hills Village North Rec Center on October 30th at 7 p.m. Probably a little bit of Halloween stuff going on with that. And since the styrofoam recycling seemed to be going so well, EC has started to look into textile recycling. That came up at the last meeting. So they're going to do some digging and checking into how much space and time and effort they'll need. But they're trying to reach out and keep making our environment better and cleaner and neater for everyone. Switching over to JVH, we had an event yesterday at the house. Unfortunately, I was not able to attend, so I will pass this over to Robin, who was there.
Sure, Mayor, we had a Betsy Ross Flag Day celebration. We had a presenter from American Historical Theater, did a fantastic job. It's fairly well attended.
Great. I got there a little late, so I missed Betsy Ross. I was at the Far Hills Flag Day event. Was there as well. That sounds like Betsy
Great.
Ross
She
was great.
Very, very educational and informing. It's great.
Yeah, so by the time that both Colin and I showed up at JVH, it looked like a crowd was winding down, but there were still
Yeah.
people there.
We had open house till 4 o'clock and people were coming in right up until 4.
That's great. Great, once again, great to see the activation.
And since this will be the last TC meeting, I think, before the 4th of July, just want to remind everybody for the event going on at JVH on the 4th, from 12 to 3, I believe. There's going to be all sorts of things going on, and everybody should come out and celebrate with us.
All sorts of things.
There'll be barbecue, there'll be cookout stuff, there'll be games for the kids, there'll be
Crafts.
arts and crafts, there'll be I can't remember the name of the orchestra.
It's a John Luckenbill Pops Band. They're about a 22-piece pops band that'll be playing festive music for the holidays.
And we may have a special guest arriving on horseback.
Right.
So everybody has to come and see.
So Robin, just curious about the outreach to getting the word out about the event. I know it's something that is part of Bedminster's America 250 celebration that we're doing in conjunction with the Borough of Peapack and Gladstone. So just want to make sure that both Bedminster and PG are doing whatever we can to get the word out, so get the proper attendance out there.
Yes, we are working together. We have a logo that was developed and we've got a press kit and we've been sending out sponsor forms and flyers. Some of the flyers have started to go out, but they'll do a big push this Friday with the Friday Fold.
Great.
And you were at the farmer's market.
Correct.
2 weeks ago, they were at the farmer's market.
Yes.
God bless you.
Okay. Thank you. Committeeman Keith.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, everybody. Board of Health will not have a meeting this month. I know, Mayor, you and I have library board on Wednesday, and that's all I have right now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Farmers Market, I'm just going to go over the attendance. So we had that one rainy start on Memorial Day weekend, that Saturday. We had 865. In the 2 weeks that followed, we had 1708. And then just this Saturday, 1718.
Unbelievable.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people going through the market. We have a new parking layout. Honestly, it worked great. Worked great. We actually had a lower number of volunteers this past Saturday, but the parking was operating, still operated fine. Just keeps growing. Yeah. But it's just fantastic to see the community out and really supporting farmers market and I don't know. I'm still just in shock.
Shocking. It's becoming the new norm. And when you called over the radio and said, I think we're starting a 9th row of parking, it's crazy.
Yeah,
Everybody has made it part of their morning routine on Saturday mornings, which is terrific.
yeah, just great to see. That's great. Community, there was a kid's birthday party that was so they made the farmers market part of their birthday celebration for it was 5 or 6 years, but that was just great. That's where they wanted to have it. Land use board, there was a land use board last weekend. I'm sorry, last Thursday. There were no hearings. It was just going over some prior resolutions. And there will be a land use board meeting in July 11. And that's for Fiddler's Elbow. And KRE is coming back with signage, right? So they've got their approval for their development project, but they will be coming back regarding signs to be placed at the project. And that's what I have from the land use board. And really that's it for my committees. I will mention that not a committee, but we do have a meeting on Wednesday afternoon with the property owners and business operators in Pluckman. Once again, to continue the outreach with commercial sector in our town. Bring everyone together, talk about the KRE project. We'll also talk about the Pluckman Pocket Park, the Crossroads Park, and some of the other activities that are going down there. Make sure businesses know what's going on, as well we're aware of it, and folks that are doing it, some of their neighbors may not have known. So this way, you get everyone at the same table together and walk through what's going on, and once again, also listen for comments that they have regarding our ordinances and our codes, land use, signs, lighting, all that other good stuff. That's all I have. Ms. Ray, may you please have the administrator's report?
Yes, Mayor. Just real quickly, Derek and I are working with the fire departments, and we have reached out to the first aid squad regarding the American Firefighters Grant that's due actually next week, working on their narratives with them for submission. We also have, as you mentioned, the Pluckman Richards meeting coming up, and we have the Somerset Hills Public Safety meeting coming up on Thursday. I would like to report that we applied for a grant, emergency grant through Somerset County Cultural and Heritage Commission for the roof at JVH, and we have been awarded $50,000. So that project is fully funded.
So now fully funded.
Fully funded.
By the way, the roof looks great.
Yeah.
So it looks great. Fantastic.
Yeah.
The contractor, Jason, just as we talked about,
Awesome.
got in and out in time, and JVH
It will be like that.
house will look great for the America 250 event.
It really will. Just real quickly, we had that bid opening back on June 4th for Autumn Ridge, and that we have a resolution on for consideration for tonight to award a contract, so we can get that rolling, which is fantastic. And just a couple of plugs for JVH that I just want to go over. This Saturday, June 20th, it's our regular open house for the Jacob Spanberg House. It's a special presentation at 1 o'clock. House is open from 12 to 4, special presentation 1 o'clock. It's the Declaration of Independence with a gentleman by the name of Joel Farkas. He's a historian, and he's going to be reviewing America's birth certificate from conception to celebration of Declaration of Independence. As Renee had mentioned, July 4th is Picnic and Pops from 12 to 3. It's a joint production by both PPAC Gladstone, Bedminster Township. We have Patriotic Sounds of John Luck and Bill Pop's Band. We have food and adult beverages that have been donated by Burnt Mill Cider, Colonial Liquors, and Delicious Heights. So that's fantastic. We're going to be selling food, but people are more than welcome to bring their own picnic blanket and chairs. Colonial reenactors, colonial crafts and games, house tours, and also we'll have the Field of Honor flag adoption available as well that day, and the signing of the Declaration of Independence. So that's that. And then I know we talked about the Field of Honor. We have flags available for adoption for $40. People can, and that's from June 14th through July 14th. People can purchase flags right up through July 14th. And we have them available here at Bedminster Town Hall online. And we'll have flags for $40. They can either take the flags with them at the end of the event, pick them up on the 15th, or they could donate them back to the Jacobus Vanderveer House. One other event on Saturday, July 25th, is another event at JVH. It's John Seidel, who was the archaeologist who did the Pluckham and Cantonment dig up in the hills, and that's on July 25th at 1 o'clock. And that concludes my report.
All right, thank you. Chief Bernardo, Community Policing.
Yes, Mayor, on June 11th, officers conducted a summer safety presentation for students at Primrose School. And then on June 12th, we had officers deliver presentation to our local Boy Scouts who aimed at drugs and alcohol abuse. And then on June 14th, we had officers at the farmer market and they were in popcorn. And then this July, we're doing a campaign called Christmas in July to benefit veterans that reside at Lions, Bedminster, veterans facilities. We're looking for the following kind of donations: toiletries, Tupperware, drawers, bedding, soaps, clothing, laundry detergent, paper towels, toilet paper, and paper products. Items to be dropped off at our police department, Pluckham First Catholic Church, or Citizens Bank.
That's great. The popcorn seemed to be a big hit at the farmer's market on Saturday. Certainly was a big hit with me.
This is your breakfast.
It's my breakfast. Coffee and popcorn, that's the way to start the morning. Colin, it looked like they were getting constant traffic.
Yeah.
So it was well done by officers pending time. And if, I don't know, I'm sure if we can, how it could work if we do a drop off for the veterans event, can do that at the farmer's market. I'm sure there's a way we could.
Yeah.
Just need to get word out though.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. We are not introducing any ordinances for the evening. We do have one public hearing of an ordinance. And that's ordinance number 2026-012, an ordinance appropriating $105,000 from the reserve for the Sewer Transmission Advisory Board for the Miller Lane Pump Station improvements. Take a motion to open up the public hearing for ordinance 2026-012.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay, Robin, Jason, walk us through the 105 for the additional.
Sure. So this actually identifies the funding source for some emergency repairs that have been made for the pump station, if you recall, a couple of months back. So this is just simply identifying the funding source, which is from the sewer utility reserves.
Okay. The concert questions from the Township Committee on this ordinance and the expenditures for the repairs at the Miller Lane Pump Station.
No.
Nope.
Thankfully, we had the money in the reserves.
Okay, let's open up to the public. Any questions or comments regarding the ordinance? None in person. And there's no one online. So I'll take a motion to close the public hearing for ordinance 2026-012.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
And now I'll take a motion to approve ordinance number 2026-012.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
I have Committeeman Hickey as the first and the second is Committeewoman Fernandez.
Mhm.
Roll call vote, please. Committeeman Hickey,
Aye.
Committeewoman Moreski,
Aye.
Committeewoman Fernandez.
Aye.
Committeeman Rosen
Aye.
and Mayor Jacobs.
Aye.
Thank you.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 resolutions on the consent agenda. These are items of a routine nature. Any member of the Township Committee may pull one, some, or all of them off for equal consideration. Now's your time to do so. Seeing none, I'll take a motion to approve the 7 items on the consent agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call vote again, please. Committeeman Hickey.
Aye.
Committeewoman Moreski.
Aye.
Committeewoman Fernandez.
Aye.
Committeeman Rosen
Aye.
and Mayor Jacobs.
Aye.
Thank you.
We do have one resolution for individual consideration, which regards the review of our 2025 audit, which is right here, prepared by our auditors, the firm of Ms. Abochia. And to walk us through the review of the audit and the recommendations is our very own auditor from Ms. Abochia, Andrew Kuczynski. Andrew, come on up.
Good evening, everyone.
Good
Good evening.
I am once again here to present on the financial results from the audit for this past year. So I gave everyone a one-page handout prior to the meeting. Bill, I'm sorry, I have a copy for you here, but I don't know if you got one digitally or not from.
I did not.
Okay, I can get one over and she can get it over to you so you have it.
Okay.
I know you're thoroughly interested. It's just, I'm gonna run through everything that's on it, though. I promise you that. Okay, so to start out, for the general operations through the current fund, for the year ended December 31st, 2025, we had $42.8 million in overall revenues. We also had $40.5 million of overall expenditures. Including in that $42.8 million of revenues was $2,050,000 of fund balance, which we used to build our budget for 2025. I'm happy to report that at the end of 2025, we were able to regenerate both that $2,050,000 that we used in the budget, as well as an additional $289,000 to bring you to a total ending fund balance of $11.3 million. We also had a great tax collection rate again this year. We were at 99.04%. That's a wonderful rate. Yeah, I pretty much say anything over 97% is healthy. Anything over 99% is awesome. So kudos to your tax collector doing a good job. I do want to clarify something in this debt information section. What you're going to see there is that I had said that you continue to pay down your debt. I forgot to change the wording on this because it's the wording that I normally use. So we budgeted for $94,700. That's what we contributed towards paying off our debt. What we did was we paid off $58,200 in bands, and then we had an additional $36,500 that we put into reserve to pay debt service. So that's the total of that $94,700, just to clarify that for you. We also did pay down another $14,572 of our Green Acres loans, and the Green Acres loans will be finally paid off at the end of 2028. For our sewer utility fund, for the year 2025, we had $1.1 million in revenues and $695,000 of expenses. Included in that $1.1 million of revenues, we did use $258,000 fund balance. So again, happy to report that we increased by about $160,000 there and had an ending fund balance of a little bit over $2.3 million in the sewer utility operating fund. There were two audit recommendations in this year's report. Committeeman Hickey, he's going to take the first one, I think. Just kidding.
Seen it before.
We were discussing prior to the meeting. You're all used to it at this point, Bill. Kind of new for you. But the segregation of duties recommendation, it's in 99.9% of all of our audits. And the reason is because the Treasury functions of reporting, and who has custodianship of the funds is all tightly held. Okay. The only place that we ever have it that we don't have this recommendation is where there's a separate person that's strictly collecting, and it's kind of a pain for your residents because you go to the office if you want to get a license of some sort, and they give you the paperwork. Then you go to that person and you pay that person. Then they give you a receipt, and you take the receipt back to the other person, and then you take it back. And it's just, yeah. So just so you're all aware, it's not an uncommon thing. You do have a lot of mitigating controls in place that make it that it's not really necessarily an issue we ever have found. So again, it's my same rigmarole that I do every year with this, but got to go through it. And the second recommendation was that we had a couple of purchase orders that were being prepared and approved prior to, not being prepared and approved prior to the purchase for goods and services. As you'll see there, I just left some notes there for you. I think that a lot of the reason for this was kind of your changeover that you had within the CFO role this year. I've spoken to Derek about it. He's already worked on this, changed some things, and I don't imagine this to be a repeat recommendation next year. It's just something that we found in our testing. If we find it, we have to acknowledge it. Again, that's all got to do with the internal controls, making sure that before we go and we actually purchase something, good or service, that we have the money available within our budget line to pay for it. Otherwise, we could end up with an over expenditure, and we don't want that. There are also technically 4, but I've listed them down to 3 management suggestions within your report. The first 2 items, again, these are things that we've gone through with Derek. He's working on already. The first one is that there are some old outstanding improvement authorization amounts. We're just asking that they be reviewed and if necessary, cancel back. Not large balances that we're talking about necessarily, but if an improvement authorization is no longer active, you should really cancel the funding back to the original funding source, or if there's debt related to it, put it into reserve to pay debt service to pay off that debt. The grants receivable, there's just a couple of older grants receivable out there. Again, it's the same thing. We're just asking that they be reviewed and make sure that they're still valid. If they're not valid, we cancel them. If they are valid, let's find a way to collect them. Again, I've spoken to Derek about this. He's on board. He's looking at it. And I'm guessing that I probably will not have this. I have a lot of experience with Derek. I'm guessing that I probably will not have this again next year. The last one, which is actually 2, is GASB statements 104 and 105. If you look towards the back of the audit report, they're listed separately in detail of specifically what these are on. But it's really just changing around the presentation of certain things within the audit. The standards are causing us to put some information that's normally within the report a certain way in a little bit more detail, a little bit more note disclosure, and it might just be reflected differently. What's the overall impact to the town? Nothing. Everything is going to basically stay financially the same. It's not a change in accounting standard necessarily for how the accounting is treated. It's just how it's presented. So they're really just presentation purposes only. I know that you all read this cover to cover. So I'm looking forward next year to some very big questions about why this looks different. And I can say GASB 104 and 105. We talked about it last year. Does anybody have any specific questions for me related to the audit? Oh, and before I do that, I just want to thank your staff. They do a really great job. Derek really did come in and do a wonderful job. You know, Robin is always a major asset with coordinating everything. So I thank her for that. But I really do have to say that, you know, Derek made all of this relatively easy in a transition year this year, which is, it's refreshing and it's great. So I know I told all of you that I thought the world of Derek when you said he was coming on board. So I hope that he's living up to it because that's my word too.
That's great. Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you.
I just have a quick question and really just a clarification since we already know the answer. In your summary, you identify revenues of 42,847,249 and expenditures of 40,508,182. To be clear, those revenues and expenditures account for the collection of the school taxes and the county taxes and the library taxes.
Correct.
So our municipal budget is $40 million.
Right.
Or $42 million. Much lower than that, but that is inclusive of our role as the tax collector for the school and for the county and the library. So just clarifying that. Any questions, comments for Andrew?
None.
Okay.
Thank you, Andrew.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
The voice.
So with that presentation, let's look at resolution 2026-117. This resolution states that the governing body of the Township of Bedminster has reviewed at a minimum the general comments and recommendations of registered municipal accountants on the annual audit for 2025. Give a motion to approve that resolution.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call vote, please. Committeeman Hickey.
Aye.
Committeewoman Moreski.
Aye.
Committeewoman Fernandez.
Aye.
Committeeman Rosen.
Aye.
And Mayor Jacobs.
Aye.
Thank you.
And as a follow-up, the next resolution is 2026-118. This resolution approves the corrective action plan submitted by the Chief Financial Officer for 2025. Take a motion to approve resolution 2026-118.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call vote again, please. Committeeman Hickey.
Aye.
Committeewoman Moreski.
Aye.
Committeewoman Fernandez.
Aye.
Committeeman Rosen.
Aye.
And Mayor Jacobs.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you, Andrew.
Until next
Thank
year.
Right.
See you also.
Yeah.
And we'll take a motion to approve the bill list pending review of individual invoices and purchase orders.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call vote, please. Committeeman Hickey.
Aye.
Committeewoman Moreski.
Aye.
Committeewoman Fernandez.
Aye.
Committeeman Rosen.
Aye.
And Mayor Jacobs.
Aye.
Thank you.
New business, any member of the Township Committee have any item they'd like to put on for new business? Nope. Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Okay, moving on to old business. Utilities.
Thank you, Mayor. Just a quick update on New Jersey American Water. We continue to make progress on the issue where New Jersey American Water sewer customers in Bedminster are being instructed by the New Jersey American Water Call Center to contact Bedminster Water for billing and service issues. Just to reiterate, there is no Bedminster Water. Between myself, Ms. Ray's office, and our front desk, I think we finally convinced the folks at New Jersey American Water that we're not clandestinely running a waterworks in the hills, unless Jason's got a little side business going on, not that I'm aware of. As New Jersey American Water works on a long-term fix, our government and regulatory affairs representative has agreed to field customer calls when residents in Bedminster find themselves in that situation. So we are making headway. God bless her. She's going to get some phone calls. And that is all I have on that issue. And Jason, I don't know if you have anything.
Nope.
Mayor, that's all I got.
Okay, thank you. Somerset Hills Public Safety Committee, I believe, we don't have till
Thursday.
this Thursday. This Thursday. Okay. And with that, we do have an executive session. So we'll go through Township Committee comments. Then we will go to executive session. We will return to the public session for adjournment. We are not taking any action in return from executive session, so we'll go to Township Committee comments, starting with Committeeman Rosen.
Thank you, Mayor. The convalescence continues very slowly and tediously, but one thing that helped ease the pain was watching the Knicks over the past 2 months win for the first time since 1970 and 73. And as a long-suffering Knicks fan, it was a great, great run. And Jalen Brunson can be talked about in the same breath as Walt Frazier now.
Right,
Okay.
thank you. We may not have Clyde's speaking characteristics,
Nope.
but it was great, certainly great to see.
Yeah.
Pretty
Thank you, Mayor. I've been a Knicks fan for 14 long days. I'm also very excited about their win. Whenever there's a team local team winning. So that's exciting. Okay. I just wanted to congratulate Officer McCann on his medal and just say how grateful and thankful I am that we have officers and all of their bravery and you know, that their selflessness and just really appreciate all the work that all of our officers do. So I just wanted to reiterate that. And I think that's it. And see everybody July 4th.
Thank you. Committeewoman Moreski.
And the same feelings about Officer McCann as Gina just described. But I want to just remind everybody about the 4th of July, and we will see everybody there at JBH.
Thank you. Benjamin Hickey.
Thank you, Mayor. I echo my colleagues' comments. And obviously for Committeeman Rosen, he has ably filled the shoes of Committeeman Stevenson and his love of basketball. So well done, Bill. Bill, you also mentioned the Firematics competition. In your absence on Saturday, because I know you're laid up, I managed to stop by the celebration afterwards at the firehouse after we had the farmer's market. Our local first responders always demonstrate an amazing amount of professionalism and camaraderie, even if they didn't or they couldn't compete this year. So I just want to say, in addition to being Bedminster's bravest, they're also among Bedminster's best.
It was probably too soon for me to return to the scene of the crime.
There's actually a restriction. You're not allowed within 100 firehouse now. So
I'm sure Bill was the subject of many discussions and
discussions,
Yeah.
more comments,
Yeah.
maybe.
while you may not have been there,
Yes, you were there in spirit.
Yeah, thanks.
just letting you know.
Yeah.
I have no further comments tonight. I'll take a motion to close the public session and go into executive.
So moved.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Once again, we will not be taking any formal action when we return. You're welcome to stay.
Nick's blue.
You. Well done.
And Art on the other hand.
I need stuff.
My mother called me to chat and she's like, so the next one? I'm like, who? Did what? Sorry. It's been a long couple of weeks.
It is now 8:39. The Township Committee has returned from executive session. We are now back in public session. As I mentioned earlier, we are not taking any formal action. And I will take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
So moved? Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you and good night.
Good night.
And I.
It wasn't as loud as Bill.
It's amplified.
Boring thing, but.
Yeah, Bill's pretty loud.
Yeah.